As we celebrate the 150th anniversary of St. John the Baptist Parish, we take this opportunity to look back at the parish's history. When St. John's became an independent parish in 1863, it had already seen years of service to the Catholic community as part of the Archdiocese of Boston. St. Mary's Parish in West Quincy was the only Catholic church in the area. It opened in 1842 and served much of the South Shore from Quincy all the way down to Plymouth. Because of the increasing number of Irish immigrants working in the quarries, St. Mary's just couldn't hold enough people. So in 1851, they began construction on a new church in Quincy Center on the site of an earlier Episcopal church. 2 years later, St. John the Baptist Church opened its doors, above which were inscribed in Latin, "A voice crying in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord." These words are the Gospel's introduction to John the Baptist and his ministry. In the years 1853 to 1856, St. John's was still part of the parish of St. Mary's under the pastorate of Father John Rodden. His successor, Father Aaron Roche, enriched the community with a very active youth program and social events, as well as providing Mass in both locations until 1863. The American Civil War was well underway at this time, and many priests traveled with the Union regiments as they fought. On October 10, 1863, St. John's became its own distinct parish. St. Mary's became a mission parish at the same time, leaving St. John's to serve all of Quincy, Braintree, and Hingham. Father William Halley was pastor. The first baptism in the new parish took place the next day, and the first wedding the following week. In 1867, Reverend James Sullivan became the second pastor of St. John's, where he remained until 1871. Father Sullivan was succeeded by his curate, Reverend Francis Frigoglietti. Father Frigoglietti built a larger Gothic-style church building, which began construction in 1872 and was finished in 1874. This is the building that still stands today, next to a small cemetery from the Episcopal Church, which originally occupied the land. Father Frigoglietti remained pastor for nearly 33 years. Father John Cohen was the fourth pastor of St. John's beginning in 1903. He built the first convent for the Sisters of St. Joseph, as well as the St. John's School. Father Cohen saw the town of Quincy become a city, and was tragically killed in an automobile accident in 1914. The population of Quincy was quickly expanding as Monsignor Michael Owens became the fifth pastor. Monsignor Owens saw the opening of 4 new parishes in Quincy during his 36 years of service. Monsignor Stephen Moran, who began as parish administrator, was named pastor in 1950. Monsignor Frederick Driscoll held the first English Mass at St. John's on Ash Wednesday in 1965. He also erected a new convent for the Sisters of St. Joseph. Monsignor Driscoll's curates, Father Lynch and Father Sheehan, revamped the religious education program and renovated the church. Monsignor Joseph McGuire served as pastor for only 1 year in 1971 to 1972 before he was elevated to bishop of the South region of the Archdiocese. Father John Tierney became pastor in 1972. 2 years later, the Sisters of St. Joseph withdrew from teaching at St. John the Baptist School, and the graduating class of 1974 was to be its last. With Father Tierney's retirement in 1977, Father William McCarthy became St. John's 10th pastor. Father McCarthy refurbished the lower church, installing the elevator, and introduced the popular St. Anthony's Festival. However, Father McCarthy's legacy is the homeless shelter he created, Father Bill's Place. What began with 20 beds in the basement of the school later moved to the defunct Registry of Motor Vehicles building and is still in service today. Father Peter Quinn joined Father McCarthy as parochial vicar in 1992, succeeded him in 1995, and served as pastor until 2005. He brought new energy to the parish councils and refurbished the rectory, which itself was over a century old. Father Richard Cannon was pastor from 2005 to 2012. He reintroduced Mass in Latin once a month and replaced the aging school building with a public parking lot, bringing in much-needed revenue to continue the church's service to people in need. Today we celebrate the 150th anniversary of St. John the Baptist Parish, and we honor the memories of years past by continuing many of the church's traditions. We are blessed with a wonderful clergy and a vibrant church community. The original mission of the parish is still being realized 150 years later, always with fidelity to Jesus Christ and His Church.